Welcome back to the program. Today, we are getting into the very important practice of speaking into the camera like it's a person. I am so pleased to be amongst the few who's allowed into your headspace as you and I explore the depths of absolute craziness together. It should be a mission filled with not only joy, happiness, but also tears of joy and happiness. That actually doesn't go there. Looks like Fanta Poodoo. That doesn't go here. We're not watching the Bonfire Chronicles. Today, you are joining me for an episode of Dead Cells. If you're not familiar with the video game Dead Cells, it's basically just like the pimp daddy of video games. So let's just move on over to our The sides are so good, you know. Such a great backup weapon, those sickles that you get from the Scarecrow. Raise your hand if you like the cross. I really like it. I find it to be really sort of amazing how it works after you get used to it. The way that if you get the cross to stall right on someone, it really does damage. And what I find weird is how often that actually happens. Didn't happen there. Oh, but what I found out was that using, because it has a limited distance, it's gonna always hit someone if they're against the wall. So like, so using like a wave of denial or anything that pushes them against the wall, the cross is going to be extra strong if you have something that goes with that. I was in the poison puddle for too long and I lost my streak. Basically, cross surprises me because I always end up doing way more damage than I thought I would do. So now I normally bring it with me, even though initially I thought, nah. Basically, I can't explain why I think it's really good, but it's You would think that it would be harder to get the critical hits than it actually is. I figured this early on, you can just take a curse in Prisoner's Quarters. If you see something you like, it's worth getting something you like super early on. It's worth it, especially compared to the alternative of, like, even if the curse does get you, it's Prisoner's Quarters, so you didn't really lose much time. That's why I recommend, if you see something that you like in the Prisoner's Quarters, consider just taking the curse instead of paying the money. The money's going to really come in use much later. Or rather, it's going to come in much more use later. I feel like a fast sewers. I think that the sickles are sort of similar to the cross in that they tend to do way more damage than I thought they would do. They're so good that they also have that mysterious factor of, like, I'll just typically take them. They hit a lot more than I would think they would hit, which is sort of what makes Dead Cells, the whole game, kind of magical. It has that quality throughout where, like, well, that time I didn't hit anything with the legendary sickle. That time I didn't hit any. That is so BS. Okay, what I was saying was, yeah, Dead Cells has a lot of good games have that quality where you're not really sure how you're doing something, but you're doing it. Replace the shark. What other games can you think of where you feel like, how am I doing this? Maybe some Guitar Hero fans out there feel that way? I don't really know. For me, it definitely is the sign of a good game when you're doing things that you don't quite not really understand, but more like it kind of seems like you're playing beyond yourself. You wouldn't be able to say exactly what you're doing the second you're doing it. It's faster than words. See, cross is kind of like janky for times like that. We'll get one more shark. I'm trying to think whether or not I should go out tonight. I don't know. What should I do? Should I go out? See, now this is really. These are really good on Drunk Tobias. Cross is also pretty nice because she's so big that it's easy to keep the cross spinning in the middle of her. That slow motion effect is pretty sweet. You rarely see that. Like the dust that was coming off the tentacle there. make a note of that. The first time that I used the sickles was definitely the best. I didn't really get as much damage on the following times. That roll was too early. This was kind of a pretty janky fight. I didn't even really know what mutation to bring, but if you want to bring the crow's feet, they are pretty good for Conjure Amphibious. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut off the end of that fight. I thought that I would have taken longer to win. Most of those little cutscene things are about 10 seconds long, so I guess I beat Conjure Amphibious in less than 10 seconds from the moment that I stopped showing the fight. My bust. So this is seed 40. And when I first decided that it would be best to play all the seeds, I didn't realize that like they would be similar. So for instance, if you play 38, there's a chance that seed 38 will be similar to seed 39, which will be similar to seed 40. I'm not sure where the cutoffs are, but it is weird how they're similar to each other, which means that somehow there is a pattern of growth. They're not just all totally random generations. And also, that makes it slightly, I don't know if it's more boring or less boring. Like, part of the beauty of this game is how random it is every time. So, I will say that it gets kind of boring to try the same seeds over and over again. Like, I used to play this, I wanted to play the same one until I beat it, but now if I play it once, I'll go to the promenade, and then if, you know, I lose, which I typically do, you know, my win percentage is pretty low, but I'll go to the promenade, and then I'll go to the sewers, and unless the seed is really, really cool, then I'll pretty much just go to the next one after that. So anyway, I'm on 40, basically only 999,000, basically a million minus 41 seeds remaining. But that's okay, you know, I'm not going anywhere. I have a long life ahead of me. I got nothing to do. I think it's no problem for me to complete, at least in this method, playing through all, basically 1 million seeds before I have to go be with the Lord. But what if there just came a point, you know, around like C200 or something, where I never lost? It just, I won every single time. See, that's the kind of thing that could happen. So we're on seed 40. We've basically won maybe 5 times in the, I would maybe not even say 5. Let's take a look at the channel. Since we've been starting our journey to defeat all the seeds, we have beaten, which ones? We beat, let's go back to the beginning. So we did record a few wins before we started the Journey to the Seeds. So like for instance, if that was 85782 whatever, then when I get to that one later, then oh thank you, Kansodi. Nice to see you today. How are you doing? But basically, I can look at the ones that we already won and then subtract those from the journey later on. But I'm not even seeing where it says, I don't know, I think we've beaten like maybe 4 out of fragmentless. Okay. All right, let me write that down in my... How do you guys keep notes? I found that the best way to keep notes is to I send a Gmail to myself. Like honestly, 99% of my emails I send to myself. Let's see. Fragmentless. It's not that I think Dead Cells is too easy, by the way. It's that I've put like over 2,000 hours into it. So, although I appreciate recommendations of video games, I honestly am too late in life to think that playing another game for... the idea of playing another game to get as good as I am at this and another one is just like, that's another 2,000 hours. But I will definitely check out the game, and I'm kind of considering checking out Silksong when it comes out, even though I didn't play Hollow Knight. I could imagine, it seems like Silksong is going to be big, so if it feels fun to play, then I could see maybe doing 2,000 hours into that. I was hoping that Windblown was going to be super good. I haven't played it, but it's not like the reviews have been, you know, I think it's okay, but I haven't heard anyone say like, wow, you have to play Windblown. Has anyone here played Windblown before? Is it good? Oh, Fragmentless is not a game. It's a fun Dead Cells challenge. Oh, is that like you don't pick up any scrolls, or you just don't pick up any fragments? Can I get scrolls? I do think the future of Dead Cells is in low scroll count. Like, the first person to beat 5 BC with 15 scrolls, that's something I'd like to see. It takes forever on the bosses, but not so much on the biomes, you know? And the controller keeps disconnecting, but thankfully it's not like a massive issue, because it's not Bluetooth, it's just, it's like the wire is kind of janky. No scrolls would be damn near impossible. Yeah, so you can get scrolls but no fragments. Okay, I'm going to make a note of that too. I got fragmentless. That's funny, I thought fragmentless was the name of the game. Okay, don't pick up any fragments, extra cursed chests. Okay, no chests or challenge rifts. Any extra scroll is banned. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and make a mission thing for that now. And we will do it next time. So, you should have 24 scrolls main stat by the end. Okay, so that's counting up all the... Well, does that matter, like, what route that you go? If I go to... if I go to, like, for instance, Ramparts, won't I have a different amount of scrolls than if I go to another one? Or is it always the same, 24? Okay. Alright, so it's no extra curse chests. No challenge rift, which I typically do anyway. I just recently started taking challenge rifts again. No extra curse chests, no challenge rifts, no extra scrolls. Do I take the, aw, dude. Giant. He got me. Okay, Seed 40 has failed, but I am willing to go into Seed 41 without any shame whatsoever. Okay, we're moving on. Seed 40 is done. Seed 41 is in effect. All right, so Fragmentless is... What's my favorite build? It's hard to say, but you know, essentially I'll play anything that doesn't make you stay in one place too long. I used to really love the like oil grenade and ice shards, and that was before that they made it so you could only have one of each item. If you did double oil grenade, double ice shards, that was pretty crazy back in the day. But now I kind of feel like anything with a throwing knife I really like. I just like the knife and maybe like knife boy's axe. How about you? What do you guys like to play? Ban lists are encouraged. So, which items are banned? If I had to guess, I would say boomerang, boy's axe, ice, armor. What other items would you consider to be broken? Oh, back in the day. Yeah, Hokuto's bow is for sure one of my favorites. And honestly, Alchemical Carbine takes too long to shoot for me. I feel like it was eclipsed by the poison dart. Like when the poison came out, the blowgun, then Alchemical Carbine is like, I don't understand the point for it anymore. But did you ever watch Doc Firebird? He was my favorite. And he was like the one who taught me about how good the damage over time builds are. That, throwable objects, totally. Oh, throwable objects are banned? Yeah. Most shields, corrupted power. That's interesting, the Corrupted Power's on there. And Face Flask Vengeance combo. Okay. Let me screenshot that so that I... Throwable objects. I'm glad to see that made the banned item list because it's like one of the best. It's one of my favorites for sure. It just sounds so much fun to throw and like it looks so cool. Legendary Symmetrical Lance isn't really in my rotation. Legendary Flint's not in my rotation. Shields are not in my rotation. Corrupted Power is in my rotation, so I'd have to take that one out. Diverse deck I don't use, and Face Flask Vengeance I wouldn't use. Alchemic Hokutos, you just used to run into a room, shoot one, and then everything just died. Yeah. That's still how I try to play today, is just like, you don't want to be hanging out too long anywhere. The main piece of survivability is movement. So if you have a weapon that's going to take a long time, I mean, you can get good at it. Obviously, there's some people who are really good at it, but I don't think that anyone who's good with those weapons actually plays as fast as I would find fun. Like it's too slow if you use those clunky, big, strong ones. Vampirism, Legendary Ice Armor, and the Predator mutation also make the ban list. Really, Predator, huh? Surprising. Okay, I'll put those on the list. Wait, Vampirism's on the ban list? I thought people said Vampirism was like F tier. Is it really good? Another thing that I was thinking about doing, because if it's like too easy, which it's like on one hand I can say it's too easy, but on the other hand I never win. So it's not really like too easy. However, another thing that I like to do is to go like, sometimes I will do limited. Hold on, I got a graphic for it and everything. I should show the graphics. If you just go to like three flasks, the triangle flask, and only 2 levels of the legendary forge filled up, I feel like that's pretty fun. It's right in the good zone of like, you really have to, I don't know, it just makes you better, I think. Vampirism is normally not great, but in Fragmentless, since you do less damage, enemies take longer to die, so it ends up getting crazy with the scaling. Oh. Interesting. I don't really understand Vampirism, but that sounds pretty cool. All this information I'm getting today. Electric Whip is pretty, especially like if you're gonna do, when I do the 0 to 5 DC challenge, which I haven't actually completed since like last January, but I find that out of the starting weapons, Electric Whip and Kunai, Throwing Knife, and Firebrands are like the 3 favorite. Electric Whip is so good for many reasons, including the delay in the air. It's like really effective for dodging shit if you have that little extra delay. Lately, I've been really coming around to Crusher. I think I'm gonna play some music. I have done 0 to 5 BC with no deaths. I did that back in January of 24. But I haven't done it since. So I should get into that. Like, I did plan on doing that. That was my my goal for August, was to do that again. But I just got other things that I had to do in August. Hopefully, I would really like to... Nope, I've never done no damage. I never got the head with the no damage. Okay, I'm gonna play some music now. You guys like Thievery Corporation? Silk Village is so special because of its density. I love the dense levels. However, I do think the enemies are like not as strong as in Prisoner's Depths is also super dense. I don't find them to be as challenging as the Prisoner's Depths enemies. But Silk Village is so good. And also you can get through it like fast. dude, I got messed up so bad there. No, I do not play Minecraft, but I got yelled at so bad by my friend one time for not playing Minecraft. Dude, you say you know about video games and you never even played Minecraft? That was one of the last times I ever spoke to that guy also. He just really let me have it. So, I should play Minecraft, I guess? Or Dead Cells deserves more public attention. I hope they make a Dead Cells 2 one day so that Dead Cells 1 will get the limelight that it deserves. You know, I think it got a good limelight, but I think it got not enough. It's such an amazing game that just kind of like only got noticed by not enough people. The mod for Minecraft is called Prominence. It's got it looks like Dead Cells. Check that out. And they have Prominence 2 also. Prominence 2, Hasturian Era. Prominence Legacy 1. Man, that looks pretty cool, pretty dark. Supposed to go to the Dead Cells Workshop and check out the custom soundtrack thing. I haven't done that yet. Prominence. Pretty sure that this fight does not go well. Sorry, spoiler alert, because I do actually happen to that game over here. Sounds good. If I ever get around to Minecraft, I will check that out. Thank you for the recommendation, my brother. Ah, boom. And he is done for. Well, I think that will do it for me today, guys. I do appreciate you stopping in. Next time I will check out this fragmentless business. You know what? Let's just play some fragmentless right now. I don't really have to go anywhere. I might as well just play some Dead Cells instead of doing these pre-recorded runs. I find like, oh, don't worry about that. I'm not going anywhere. The pre-recorded runs are cool and all, but like, it's also fun to play. But I'm going to take a quick break and then come back and play. Hello, amigos. Welcome back to the program. Today, we are getting into the very... Okay. We are gonna do... Alright, see you later, bro. We are gonna do our freaking 0 to 5 BC challenge. Okay, can't go there. Holy shit. I got saved by the stun and the fact that it was a guy who can only attack high. Alright, I'd rather just finish this guy off and get the closer to the 30. Go back up for him. Alright, don't need that. This is a long run. Hope it's worth it. Oh, it's not worth it. Jeez. Alright, I just missed the 2 minutes. But that's okay. We might still get the 30. Which would be nice. It looks like there will be enough bad guys down here to get the 30. And sometimes there's not. Okay, we got it. Cool. So we at least got that. And now we are out of here, amigo. I can feel it. We are totally gonna nail this challenge today. I think I'm gonna take this. I wanted the infantry grenade, but this is better. Okay, flask, and go with combo since I got the balanced blade and nothing else really. So that time to beat is 4 hours and 5 minutes. That is our personal best for the 0 to 5 BC challenge. So we are gonna see how close we can come to that today. Basically, I'm pretty sure that if we win, if we do the challenge, it'll be better than that time. That was a very slow time. And I think it's the only time I've actually done the challenge, so... winning again today would be big just for that reason alone. Alright, we don't have the room for this. We gotta go back up. It's not really worth going down there in the 0 BC. It's not worth going down any of the promenade things. You might be wondering why I'm not doing why I'm worrying about all the enemies and stuff. And that's because I practice a style of this challenge called AMDAP, which is as many doors as possible, baby. It might not be the speediest method to doing this, but I'm not about to take the world record off of Darth Tyrannus or whatever. Nano Tyrannus, I think. So I'm just going to do it at my own pace, and I would like to get like a ton of scrolls so that I can really guarantee. The main thing is I just want to get the Aquabati pack by the 4th or 5th boss cell so that I can have that as a good tool in my quest for the later challenges. Because before you get that legendary forge build up, this is actually like really hard. Alright, I'm not going to go down there this time, even though there's probably a scroll. And actually, I could use it. If I can find a backup weapon, I'll use that. Boop. Okay, we did find some weapons. Perfect. I was hoping for a sinew slicer, but I will definitely take a knife. There's the sinew slicer we wanted. Definitely scrolls down here sometimes, so it's sometimes worth it, but, and I definitely need 6 more of these, but yeah, see there's nothing really down there if you don't have at least the teleportation rune. Now that we got our 60 kills, we're going to invoke the AMDAP principle and go as soon as we can to the exit. Okay, we got an off-color infantry grenade. That's okay. I'm gonna switch to the electric whip for sure. And that means I'm gonna reset this and do like that. Yeah, this is a really very effective combo. Like, this is such a good pairing that I'm not really going to have to do much of anything. Oops, I chose the wrong one. Okay, nothing down there except for those bad guys, which are now gone. That's good. That'll be the frostbite. That's the most common pickup from those guys in this biome. As I say every time I do this challenge and get to this part. Okay, 6? Dude, I'm so tempted to actually just go here. But I'm gonna try to do AMDAP. Oh, see, I did not get a I did not get a teleporter activated on the other side of that thing, so I had to run all this way. Problem in the ramparts, bigger problem in Slumbering Sanctuary. There's one particular one that if you don't trigger it, you'll have to run so far back. Aw, dude, I don't need this. It's not gonna be good, see? I don't even have recycling, so it's literally worth nothing. I should have just gone. This is so much time just to get one stinking door that I don't even need. It's alright, we'll pick up a couple more scrolls. That'll guarantee. You basically need 15 to reliably. If you have 15 scrolls, you'll be able to do like the enemies pretty. The bosses will be no problem. Hand of the King will be no problem until later. Those guys are tricky though. See, I don't really need this, but I'm gonna get it. Can't even recycle the old one. The bonus to getting like both doors on the very first prisoners' quarters is definitely the early recycling. It feels good. Okay. 8 is quite a bit. Okay, now I guess it's time to go. We got the 60 kills, and we're out of here. I will switch over to the Wolf Trap for Concierge. Okay, I definitely almost lost the legendary, but I did not. But more important than the legendary is the 20 cells that you get with the legendary. Like, this is very lot to bring to him. I'm gonna save 65 for the... Oh! Shoot. Oh well. Sure, why not? Just go ham. Go down to 0. Oh shit. Oh, damn it. Alright. I don't actually feel like... I feel like I should be out there actually living life instead of playing video games, so I kind of want to leave soon. I probably will not do this whole challenge today. But it is another warm-up of when I do totally plan to do this challenge later. It's just like 4 hours. I don't really have the attention span for it these days. Let's see if I do like really, really good. Like, this is a good time, and I've been doing pretty fantastic so far. If I can get to 60 kills in this level, then I'll continue. If I don't get to 60, I'm gonna quit. First thing I used my recycle for was legendary decoy. Oh. Whoa. That zombie almost got a shot in on me. Alright, we got the 60. We're going to continue. It would be folly to give up a run that's this blessed from the start. Even though I feel like I'm missing out on part of my life by not going outside because it's Friday night, this is also part of my life. So I can make the most of it. Maybe get my personal best. It's no big deal if I mess up. It's a good headspace to be in. I missed the last one. Oh no. There goes my 60. Alright, that really makes me want to stop playing. I got a life to live out there. I can't be playing my life away. If I make one more big boneheaded mistake, then I'll quit. But for now, I'm going to keep this run going. It's just that a successful run is going to take like 3 hours. So that's not a small commitment. Is that Blade of Tonfuzz? I'll totally stick around for that. Amazing. Let's see how this goes. Oh, cool. They are really cool. I mean, if you can control them, I don't really know how to yet, but they're sweet. Like, look at that. Okay, we got the key. Let's just go. We lost the 60 kills, but whatever. Let's see if we can have an epic showdown with Timekeeper and Bladed Tonfas. Oh, my spacing was off. Oh no, I got hit. Dude, what's with this, like... I don't know about this thing. I mean, not right now. Oh, that was pretty cool. Whatever happened caused that person to go from almost gone to completely gone very fast. I've never seen it happen where there was no transition between those two cutscenes. There was no phase 2. That was a single phase Timekeeper. I've never seen that. Alright, I'm going to put all of it in there. I do like, you can do like cancel the Bladed Tonfa, first leap into a roll or a jump. As I saw on Reddit, someone was doing a jump. It was pretty crazy. Like, what is... I guess you could roll. Oh, wow, I got hit hard. Oh, I need that food bad. Okay, good. Still alive, still trying this out. But really don't care if I lose my run here. Oh, into the spike. This is over. This is over. Okay. I do appreciate you joining me on the program today. It has been an absolute gosh darn pleasure, and I wish you the very best in the rest of your days.